Hello everyone. Today you will see a highly effective knife sharpening tip that can turn this nearly useless blade into a razor-sharp tool. Watch the test first. When cutting a pineapple, the edge slides across the skin instead of biting in. It cannot even slice through a sheet of paper. Over time, regular use wears the bevel down. Now restore it using a smart method with simple materials already available at home. Set the knife aside and pick up a used disposable lighter. Grip it with pliers and remove the metal top carefully. Work slowly and control each movement. Small springs inside can jump out if handled carelessly. Once the top assembly is loose, remove the two flint wheel units. Place them on the bench and keep the workspace organized. Next, use pliers to separate the serrated housing from each flint wheel. Pull out the small axle and free the inner wheels. These tiny steel wheels contain textured grooves designed to create friction. That same textured surface can help refine a cutting edge. Handle them gently to avoid bending or damaging the ridges. I'm sure you've got your own helpful methods. So share them in the comment section and let's help each other out. The advantage of this method is simple. It uses an old lighter and a bit of patience. No expensive sharpening stones are required, and there is no need for specialized or complicated equipment, though. Now prepare two small rivets. Place one rivet on a solid surface and strike the head with a hammer to flatten and remove the cap. Repeat with the second piece. These rivets have a slim shaft that fits perfectly through the center hole of the flint wheels. At the same time, the wider end allows the entire assembly to be secured firmly into the wooden base, keeping the sharpening system stable during use. Then grip each rivet with pliers and trim about half of its length, shaping one end into a sharp point. This pointed tip will anchor firmly into wood. Keep fingers clear of the striking zone while shaping. Controlled blows improve accuracy and reduce risk. Slide one flint wheel onto a rivet. Add a small nut as a spacer above the wheel. The nut creates clearance so the wheel can spin freely after installation. Assemble the second wheel the same way. Before moving on, spin each wheel by hand to confirm smooth rotation. Proper alignment at this stage ensures consistent sharpening later. Place a thick wooden board on the workbench. Position the first rivet upright on the wood. Hold it steady and strike downward with a hammer until the pointed end embeds deeply into the board. Continue until the nut rests close to the surface, leaving the wheel exposed at the top. Install the second rivet right beside the first one. Space them so the wheels sit close together with a narrow gap between them. Bring the knife to the board and slide the blade gently into the gap between the two wheels. The edge should fit snugly without binding. This narrow channel guides the angle automatically and keeps both sides of the bevel balanced. Adjust spacing if necessary before proceeding. Lightly spray water onto the blade. Moisture reduces heat and carries away fine metal particles. Hold the knife firmly and draw it through the gap between the spinning wheels. Use steady pressure and maintain the original bevel angle. Move from heel to tip in one controlled motion. Repeat several passes, keeping the blade damp throughout the process. Avoid forcing the edge. Consistent movement produces better results than heavy pressure. Continue sharpening until the surface feels smoother and more defined. The textured steel wheels gradually refine the edge without expensive stones or complex equipment. Once satisfied with the sharpening, dry the knife completely. Remove all moisture and metal residue from the blade and handle. Clean tools last longer and resist corrosion more effectively. Now test the result. Hold a sheet of paper and slice downward. The blade should pass through cleanly without tearing. Move to the pineapple again. This time, guide the edge into the skin with gentle pressure. If this practical solution proves useful, leave a comment and share your experience. Subscribe for more straightforward workshop ideas that improve performance and protect your budget. Turn on notifications so you never miss the next project. Each restored tool adds confidence and value to everyday work.